This building is going to be vintage bikes. So mainly, my husband's in the Harley business. So in fact, we've got the only bike we have over here right now. We've got like a 1950s Harley Hummer in here. And,
okay.
So it's a real neat environment if you guys have time and want to come look.
Is it open?
It's a work in progress. So we're still, when we bought them,
like to see that.
it's beautiful.
Puis ils ont tombé en amour avec le village. Ils ont acheté 2 buildings ici, dont un là qui va être une building toute pour les vintage bikes.
Ah ouais.
Puis là, elle dit si tu veux venir voir, si ça t'intéresse.
So we did the paint on it because it was in kind of bad shape.
Hey Brian.
Wow! Wow! Quand j'ai rentré dans le building, j'ai vu tout de suite le potentiel. Moi, je tripe vraiment ces vieux bâtiments, les vieux garages. Comme vous pouvez voir chez eux, ben, ça me ressemble pas mal. C'est durant un road trip sur la route 66 que Manon puis moi, on a décidé de creuser un petit peu plus loin. Plutôt que de dire on a roulé sur la route 66, nous autres, on aime bien la vivre. Aller rencontrer les gens qui meublent cette route-là, la Motor Road.
Lost the website, so we lost
everything on our server.
8 years of detailing our progress. Hey Brian, flip on the light.
Laurie Bentley et Brian là sont vraiment des personnages accueillants, gentils, puis ils ne demandent rien que ça de nous accueillir. C'est un de mes rêves de voir un spot comme ça au Québec, puis j'aurais même aimé pouvoir l'opérer. Pour moi, c'est un véritable château d'histoire. Laurie Bentley puis Brian là, c'est vraiment des artistes, des passionnés de moto, des passionnés de photographie. Si vous passez sur la route 66, vous allez assurément passer à Winslow. Mais ne manquez pas de faire le petit 30 secondes à pied pour aller voir leur commerce. Je vous donne l'adresse. Faites-leur un petit clin d'œil du Québec de ma part. On va continuer la vidéo en anglais. Moi, je comprends rien.
We haven't moved many bikes yet.
You too?
Brian.
Lori.
Manon.
Manon?
Yeah, and Pascal.
Pascal, we can remember that
We
one.
think Manon of the Spring. Yeah.
Nice shot.
Belly tanker.
Yes, on airplanes, mostly in World War II, like a B-51 Mustang, to get farther, to get to targets, they had these drop tanks. They were full of gasoline. So you get to the target, drop the bombs, then drop the tanks. They probably dropped the tanks first, drop the bombs, and then they could have the gas that was in the plane to get back because the drag was lighter, the bombs were gone, the plane was lighter. So that's how they could get further and still come back. Yeah, we have a small one.
Quelle moto que tu as?
I have a Suzuki 250 two-stroke, 1966.
It's like a
There's stuff we need to do, so we're trying to reuse things rather than.
And the city, they have to inspect for like security and.
yeah, but we're all okay. We go through the processes, and this is all legal.
And the structure is solid enough.
We had
Yeah.
And we thought about reinstating this piece over here on the wall was a remnant of the original tin ceiling. So back when it was Billy Burke's Saloon, it had, you know, the old pattern tin ceilings. And so we may, for this section, reinstate some of the tin ceilings. But it was
survived.
a place called Billy Burke's Saloon originally, and then it was Arts Pool Hall.
Back in the,
It was a saloon.
Yeah.
it
And
was built in
1892. So it was very early in the town. Most of the buildings were built in the 1890s, early 1890s.
wow.
And for like most of the locals in town who are older remember it as Arts Pool Hall. And they always joke about how their moms wouldn't let them come to the pool hall because, you know, it's a scary place. So yeah, it's we love this building. The other building we bought needs some beautification. It's not quite as pretty as this. This one we're probably going to use, you know, do vintage motorcycles and more of an event space. That one we'll do retail out of. So like vintage Harley shirts.
Yes.
Since we can't do new Harley, it's part of another dealer's district, but we can do used Harleys.
Many other things.
Right. And so we're still exploring. If you're riding Route 66 on your Harley Davidson, you need to stop in Winslow, Arizona. Come knock on the door at the 66 Motor Palace, and if we're here working on the building, we'll give you a little tour.
Give a call first, because we might not be in town.
Yeah.
We're not here all the time. North Kinsley, Winslow, Arizona.
Right next to the corner, the famous corner.
Right.
Yeah.
If you're standing on the famous corner with your arm around the statue, look diagonal and you'll see the Motor Palace. The distinctive glass block windows help you figure out where it is.
If you Google 66 Motor Class, that actually comes up.
Since we saw you, we got our Airstream here, which is a 66, and my 48 Ford. It's windy and cold, and it looks a little different here. So we've moved all of our motorcycles here, between here and our other building. So yeah, it looks a little different than when you were here a couple of years ago, huh? Still a work in progress in the back part of it, in our living space. We're still working on the kitchen, but we're here full time now and absolutely loving it. So if any of your friends are coming to town, have them come see us.